Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm AxionEvolved, and today, before we get started, do me a quick favor. Scroll down just a little bit, find that subscribe button, just click it. It's free, it helps me out, costs you nothing, and it helps me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So, with that out of the way, let's hop right into this episode. So, a little bit has changed in between episodes. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that in between all the episodes, just to kind of move this series along a little bit faster because we're more about the end product than the journey, right? So I got some defenses up now. We're starting to get attacked a little bit, and luckily we're on trivial mobs, so literally like one turret in every corner seems to be doing the trick. No big deal. Couple more machines kind of over here. We got the research assembler. I don't know if I had this built in the last episode, but we got this guy going. Oh look, it's even making some stuff. We making some stuff now? Yeah. Power is still an issue. That's actually a nice little segue. If anybody knows how to edit save files, I realize I'm on plentiful power and plentiful resources. The resources isn't a big deal, but I'd love to edit the save file to do rapid resources. So if anybody knows how to do that, just hit me up in the comments down below and I'll take a look there. But anyway, we got research assembler here because I made a little laboratory right over yonder. And you can see we just slapped a bunch of pyrothermics on it. And I have actually been researching a couple things. I don't know if it'll show what I did in here. This guy? No, that's what we're doing now. I don't know. We got a bunch of stuff done. Some of this stuff. Mainly, what we got going in here. Let's take a look at what kind of some of the stuff we unlocked, because it's all gone. It's all out of there, right? So we got a little bit more, some more drill motors, macerators, work floor excavators, more power stuff, coal enricher. This is something I want to get into. More power stuff, lenses. Lenses are kind of huge. I needed those. Just, tons of conveyor stuff, falcors, matter movers, splitters. We got some lifts. We got cargo lift, which, segue, this is about where we were in the last season, season 2. We're now in 2.5. This is something we're going to have to look at here in the not too distant future, right? This stuff we always kind of have. So plenty of stuff, nothing crazy, nothing game breaking, but I am kind of unlocking everything as it comes up. So that's just kind of what we're doing kind of in the background here. But the keen eye among you will notice that my hotbar down here, I've got some lithium ore and even a couple lithium bars. Now, there's two ways I could have gotten that. Number one, I found it. Spoiler alert, I did find some, but that's not where this stuff came from. So I decided to make a little macerator setup. In fact, I couldn't have planned this better. Here you can see kind of some of the spoils of this little macerator setup, right? So I got some lithium ore, I got some iron ore. All I'm doing, right? Got this little hot bar with a bunch of, just junk rock and stuff that I have in my inventory. And in fact, let me throw some of this down there. What else? Anything else I can throw? Coal. So basically, all I do, I come up here, I take 10 rock or 100 rock, boom, 100. And I just let it kind of go through. And then eventually some ore will pop out as it kind of is processing all that stuff. And I collect all this rock as I'm, digging things out. And I just figured it's an easy, relatively speaking, easy way to kind of get some ores ahead of time. It's obviously super low yield, but lithium's kind of a bottleneck. And in this current world, it's kind of a pain to get to. And I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second. But I also want to show kind of what we did over here. So I threw on a zipper merge, right? So it's a 50-50 line. I was running into, you see down here, I have vastly more copper bars than I do tin bars, even though these lines were both pretty much coming in at the same rate. And so all I did is I put one of these zipper merges in, which guarantees kind of a 50-50 split. And that's made it so that my outputs are pretty uniform, right? So it's a much easier way to get all of these bars kind of in the same rate now. And then over here, I don't know if I had shown this in the last episode, but I kind of got an iron setup going and smelting over here. I think I did show this actually, but made a little bridge, makes it easier to run up to. I run up here, toss any iron ore, grab here, 28 iron bars, nice. You can see it's very slow to output. We don't quite have the power infrastructure to be just beaming lots of power down there to put in upgraded motors and stuff in the excavators. So that's kind of, or I guess ore extractors, what we're calling them, right? So that's kind of where we're sitting on that note. I don't think, let's see, the power situation for the whole defense grid is just running off this little coal vein right here. You know, I'm kind of just making like a self-feeding power loop and just tapping some of this power off. I got an emerald lens on here, emerald lens there, and it's just kind of feeding this block is like the master block. And then they've got organic lenses and it's only 1.5 power per second, but these things can one-shot like the little wasp guys. So not that big of a deal to take them down, at least so far. And then if stuff really starts going down, I'll just pop Arthur into this little turret right here, and he'll kind of hook it up and take some of these guys out. How are we doing here? Let's drop some of these off. So yeah, they kind of just waterfall back to this guy. And the reason this guy's not on a battery is because I have that battery in my inventory, because one of the things I want to do, maybe on this episode, ideally on this episode, is get lithium kind of just mining, right? So let me drop these guys off first, so at least the lab can start doing something. You can see it just sucks the power down immediately. But yeah, unfortunately we need lithium to do a lot more. You know, we need lithium for these guys. We need lithium for coal enrichers. So let's kind of take a look at where the lithium is. So here we are. Here is our lithium vein, the one that I'm going to try to kind of get at. If you'll notice, it's not very big. It's not big at all. It's like, what is this? 200,000. So that's not going to last very long at all. But the hope is that it lasts long enough to kind of get us through to some technology that allows us to get more, right? And you can see it's a pretty big vein, and I think I kind of got this area started, you know, somewhere over here. Oh, here we go. There's a shaft that I'm building. So if you look, we're at, what is this? 62, negative 43 or so, right? 62, yeah, 62, negative 43. So the goal is to have power kind of come down here and hit this extractor here. You know, maybe I'll slap a battery on it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I might slap that battery on there. I might not. I haven't decided yet. But slap a battery on here, or at least get this thing starting to power up. I don't have any hoppers on me, so I'm going to have to make some hoppers before I come back down. But then, kind of, to show you where we are in relation, I'm going into hollow base here. Where we are in relation to everything else, there's the iron mine right over there. And what we have to be careful about with this is we're deep enough for Minox, right? And we don't have the power infrastructure to really power up a turret yet. So I'm gonna have to just kind of maybe slap, maybe, I don't know, a couple hoppers down here, 3 hoppers or so. 3 hoppers down here so that it can kind of do its thing and fill up over time, and I'll just come down every so often and grab some. But this is like a prime candidate for a lift somewhere over here. So in the meantime, I'll try to probably dig something out to make this a little bit better in terms of accessibility, because it's kind of a pain, right? We got to come all the way out here, come up these steps, kind of get lost. The rest of our stuff is up here, kind of just follow the lights, try not to die, break my legs. And then we're back up, and I think iron is just right over here. So I had thought about maybe, do I want to just take off iron? But I'm doing the same thing over here on iron. I don't have any kind of like... oh, you know what? That's a whole hopper. Do I have any logistics hoppers? I do. I think because this is so slow, I'm just going to do literally that. Oh man, this is going to be perfect. So now I'm just going to plop that hopper down there, and then I'm going to get the power down there, and then that's the plan. But every plan has its challenges, and that's what's happening right here. So if we go down here, Yeah, no, we're at 62, negative 43. And what do we run into? A giant copper deposit, right? So I'm literally just cutting this stuff out by hand. You know, going down a foot, still copper, right? So I'm just, you know, the long, slow process of trying to get through here, right? And it's gonna be deep. It's not gonna be easy, you know. And like I'm already out of power, right? So I gotta like come back up. Try not to just breaking my legs left and right, right? So that's kind of what we're doing here. I'm gonna grab power from somewhere. I don't know. The problem is I'm taxing I'm taxing the CPH a lot, right? Like you look at it, we are, you know, let's take some power while we're at it, you know. It's going okay, but when it's when it's getting power taken out of it from this guy, because this guy's not doing anything right now. But when, in fact, I need to get that going. But when this thing's going, it kind of saps some of the power that we have available. Oh, I got some iron gears. What's going on here? So I need to make some lightweight machine housings. Obviously, the goal is to get all this stuff automated. We're you know, it's still going to take some time, but, you know, that's kind of the plan. And then you guys saw all the deposits down in here. There's so many tin and copper deposits just in this little pit right here. Like you can see them right there. There's tin, there's copper down there, there's coal, all kinds of stuff. That's all prime quarry bait. And actually, maybe this is a good time to mention, I downloaded a few more mods. One of them being the advanced quarry mod, because I feel like, you know, if we're gonna do quarries as like a source of kind of mining, then we've got to do it right, and we're gonna do it big, right? So that's in the works. The problem is quarries are pretty heavy tier 2 materials, so we're gonna need to wait until we're at least at tier 2 mats before we can even think about like getting any of that stuff going. So it'll take a bit, but I think we're gonna get there. I think we'll be all right, right? Hey, look at all that ore. So much ore. I got so much. Oh, I guess I am. Can I put ore in here? I have so much copper ore. I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. Will it macerate? No. Dang it. All right. Well, that was good for nothing, I guess. Oh, wait. It did macerate. It just took a bit. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I'm just going to plop that in there. Right? That goes in, right? Yeah, everything macerates. And I got nice. All right. Well, that's how I'm going to get rid of extra ores. I have grand designs for kind of building. I don't know if I have them unlocked yet. Let me go to everything and do thief. So all these guys, ore thief, garbage thief. Oh, I can already build this. These guys take things out of your inventory, right? So I would love to kind of have like a command center, so to speak, somewhere. And it's, you know, it's got some of the most important things that I can grab for my inventory, whatever we determine those might be. And a couple of thieves, and I can just kind of lay them out and walk over them and have my inventory cleared out. You know, I have a pretty decent inventory right now. It's not super full compared to some seasons. But that way I can just kind of like have all that stuff leave my inventory and then filter into wherever it needs to go. Maybe it macerates, maybe it doesn't, who knows, right? So that's, you know, grand design plans over there. And you can see we're getting attacked right now. Plenty of power, relatively speaking. Not super crazy attack waves, but I got to be careful because there's worms that spawn in here and I just haven't gotten around to clearing all that stuff out yet. But all right, let's see if we can't figure out how to get this lithium just going. I still don't know where I'm going to take power from. I could maybe set up another pyro, or maybe I could take from this battery here, actually. You know, I think I'm going to do that. Like, why not, right? And just kind of route it where it needs to go. Unfortunately, I have to use these guys, but, you know, what can you do? You can only do what you can do, right? Let me see. And we need to go to 63, right? Am I in line? All right, and we'll go that way. And then we'll hit that hole, and I'll keep digging that hole, and then hopefully the next time you guys see me, we'll have everything else set up. All right, and I know I'm cutting in real quick. Still haven't done the lithium. Something interesting just happened, though. I've got these unknown materials in my inventory, and I got them out of this macerator, right? And so I'm wondering, I have a sneaky suspicion these could be tier 2 ores. In fact, that's exactly what they are. Titanium, gold, and nickel. And there's the Mark II auto excavator. Let's research that guy, because we're going to need that for sure. So that's like a... I didn't even think that that would be a thing, but throwing the copper ore into here is giving me those tier 2, those tier 2 mats, right? So just something nice. Is this guy out of range or something? Thank you. Gee, come on now. So that's just like a pleasant surprise. I'm sure some of you guys knew that. A lot of you guys that watch this are much better at this game, have been playing a lot longer than me. I'm like constantly amazed by some of the stuff you guys let me know in the comments. So yeah, let me hop back on this lithium, and then we'll bring you back when we got something to report. All right, and just like that, two laser energy transmitters, and we made it all the way down here, and we already have 20 lithium ore. So now it's going to be a matter of kind of hand smelting everything. I don't think I have a drill motor in here though. That might be something to make, just to kind of help this out, you know, make it a little faster. So yeah, kind of a quick episode. I think it'll probably edit out to be probably not too long, but you know, I'm gonna do kind of hopefully some of these little quicker, more frequent episodes, kind of as I get back into the groove with everything. But let's kind of get back to the surface and wrap this video up. All right, then you can see like a nice little. There's the power going down there for the lithium. Something nice that actually helped me out while digging this, by the way, before we end the video. Using the hollow base. The hollow base is so handy. You can kind of see this line right here that was showing me where the power went. So when I was down there kind of looking for a way to get around this vein so I can kind of access and place the next transmitter, I just used this, and it showed me where there was a power line that wasn't attached to anything. And it's just like a red line. So, you know, I just followed that down and kind of just did what I needed to do, and it all worked out pretty nicely. So, yeah, let me pop some more of this stuff in here. What else we got? We can really just start throwing everything in here. Like, who knows what we're gonna get, you know? Pick up some of these drops. Trivial mobs, very nice. Don't have to think about anything. And then, you know, you guys can see kind of what I got going on in here. Look at those tier 2 ores. I am digging it, you know? Oh, it looks so nice. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me after all these years. You know, we're back on it. We're back on the grind. Season 2.5. Gonna be bigger than ever. I'll try to get a list of all the mods that I've added since the last couple videos, so that I have a little bit more comprehensive list, and I'll try to put them in the description. But if I don't, just remind me. You know, I forget all this stuff. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let me know what you're thinking about the progress so far. Again, let me know if you know anything about save file editing. I'll put a comment or something and pin the comment, because I want to, if I could just make it rapid power, that'll just kind of really speed things up and allow me to put the videos out faster, because that's kind of what's holding me back in a sense, because I'm waiting. There's a lot of downtime while stuff kind of, you know, gets powered and kind of does its thing. And so yeah, I'd really love to speed that up if I can without kind of messing everything up, because I'm not willing to start again for the second time. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.